Hello everybody, welcome to Year 1 Maths with Mrs Gilbert. Now today should be Thursday the 7th of January. It might not be, but make sure that you have done the maths work for Wednesday the 6th of January because that comes first. So today our WALT is to represent and use number bonds to 20. Now, first of all, we need to make sure we remember our number bonds to 10. I've got some tens frames cut out here to help me. I'm going to write our number bonds to 10 underneath the tens frames. Just to remind you, you should already know your number bonds to 10 and you should be able to do them quite quickly without thinking too much or counting too much. If you can't, keep practicing that please, because that's really important. It will help you lots and lots and lots with your maths. So I'm going to have a look at the first tens frame. It's got one counter coloured in. Now remember there are 10 squares altogether, that's why it's called a tens frame. So there's one counter coloured in, so I'm going to write one underneath. And because it's a number bond we're adding, so we're going to ways to make 10. We're going to find out ways to make 10. So one add, how many are empty? One add what makes 10? One add, you might need to count, you should know already, one add 9 equals 10. Okay, so that's our first number bond to 10. You could start at 0 if you like, but we started at 1. So 1 add 9 equals 10. Let's have a look at the next one. This time we've got two counters on the tens frame. So 2 add, what number do we need? What's the missing number to make 10? There are 8 blank squares because 2 add 8 equals 10. You should know that. The next one, we're working systematically, which means we're going in order. 1, then 2, then 3. So 3 on the tens frame. I've got counters on. How many have not got counters on? How many are blank? 3 add what makes 10? That's right, it's 7. 3 add 7 equals 10. Okay, what number is going to be next? After 3? Oh, that's right, it's 4. 4. So I'm going to write 4. Add, what number is missing to make 10? How many blank squares are there on the tens frame? That's right, there are 6. 4 add 6 equals 10. Now, the next one, after 4 comes 5. So we've got 5 counters on there. How many blank ones? 5 add 5 equals 10. I think everyone knows that one, don't they? The next one, after 5 comes 6. So we've got 6 counters on the tens frame. 6 add, how many blank squares? 6 add what makes 10? 6 add 4 equals 10. Now, if you can't see it on my screen because it's too small, but if you have a look, I'm going to go back along here, and over here is the switcher for 6 add 4, 4 add 6, because remember we call it a switcher because when you're adding, it doesn't matter which order the numbers are in, you can put them in any order and they still make the same total. You can't do that with takeaways, but you can with addition number sentences. So 4 add 6 equals 10. So this is the switcher. 6 add 4 equals 10. So after 6 comes 7. So we've got 7 counters. Add, what's the missing number to make 10? How many blank squares are there? That's right, 7 add 3 equals 10. I'm going to back up here, look and find the switcher. 3 add 7 equals 10. Back down here again. So after 7, 8. 8 add, what's the missing number to make 10? How many blank squares are there? That's right, there are 2 because 8 add 2 equals 10. Write it down. 8. And then the switcher at the top. If I go back up here, look, there's the switcher. 2 add 8 equals 10. Well, 2 plus 8 equals 10. 8 add 2 equals 10. And the last one for today, you could do another one. There is another one to do, but not on this board. Today we've got our last set of number bonds for 10, which is, how many counters? 9. Add, how many blank squares? 1 equals 10. 9 add 1 equals 10. Find the switcher right back at the beginning there. The first one we did, 1 add 9 equals 10. Right, so they are our number bonds to 10. Today, remember, we're using number bonds to 20. So I'm going to show you how to do that really easily and quickly using a full tens frame. So this is a tens frame with all 10 squares coloured in. So that means I've got 10 there. I don't need to count them because it's a tens frame. I've got 10 coloured in squares. So what I'm going to do is now make our number bonds to 10 into number bonds to 20 by using this tens frame. I'm going to put that one there. Okay, and now we're going to see how many of those squares are coloured in all together. So it's 10 and a bit. I've got 10 there and 1 there. What does that make all together? 10, 11. 11 are coloured in. How many then are not coloured in? Because what we want to do is a number bond to 20. So we've got 10 there, we've got 10 squares there. 11 are coloured in. How many are not coloured in? We can use our number bond to help us that we wrote before. So we've got this time 11 coloured in. How many are not coloured in? It's still the same, isn't it? It's still 9 that are not coloured in. So 11 add 9 equals, not 10 this time, it's 2 sets of 10, which is 20. Remember, we're doing number bonds to 20. So 1 add 9 equals 10. But if I add another 10 to it, 11 add 9 equals 20. Can you see the pattern there? Maybe if you can't, you might do in a minute, because I'm going to move my tens frame along to the next one. We're going to do this one together. This time I've got 10 at the top. I don't need to count them. It's a tens frame. I know there are 10 coloured in, but I've got 2 more. So I'm going to count on from 10. 10, 11, 12. I'm going to write 12 underneath. Add, how many are not coloured in? It's just the same as last time. It's 8, isn't it? 12 add 8 equals, how many altogether? It's not 10 this time, it's 20. 12 add 8 equals 20. Look at the pattern. 2 add 8 equals 10. 12 add 8 equals 20. All I've done is add another 10 to that number sentence to make 20. We'll do this last one together and then you're going to have a go on your own, I hope. So moving my 10 frame across, it's all coloured in. 10, and I've got a few more here, so let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13 this time. I've got 13 coloured in. How many are not coloured in? It's just the same as last time. It's 7 equals, how many altogether? Not 10, but 20. 13 add 7 equals 20. Look at the pattern. When we did a number bond to 10, it was 3 add 7 equals 10. This time, 13 add 7 equals 20. Can you see the pattern? I've just added a 10 to make another 10, which is 20. Right, I'd like you to have a go on your own now. Have a go at making 20 using the 4 add 6 tens frame. This time make 20, so you need an extra 10 on there. Use the same pattern. Make 20 with 5 add 5 by adding 10 more, 6 add 4 by adding 10 more, 7 add 3, add 10 more, 8 add 2, add 10 more, and 9 add 1, add 10 more. If you find that easy, your next job is the tricky challenge. The tricky challenge is this. Now I'm going to show you quickly. If you want to have a go when you've finished that, great. If you don't want to have a go, that's up to you. Okay, so your tricky challenge today is to use a 2-digit number and a 1-digit number, but you've got to make 18. It's got to make 18. So 2-digit number, remember, has 2 digits. 1-digit number just has 1 digit, 1 number. So the 2-digit number that I've chosen is 17, and the 1-digit number is 1 to make 18. 17 add 1 equals 18. Now there are lots and lots and lots of other ways to make 18 using a 2-digit number and a 1-digit number. You might be able to work systematically. Okay, so thinking about the next number in the pattern, that's up to you. Or you could just have a go. I've put some arrows at the bottom to show you that there aren't just 4 other ways to do it. There are lots more other ways to do it. So if you want to have a go at that, please do. Take a photo of it and show me. Have a lovely day, everybody. I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.